What is the J-curve effect in international economics? Have you ever wondered how a country's trade balance reacts when its currency loses value? This is where the J-curve effect comes into play. It describes the pattern that often occurs after a currency depreciation. Initially, you might see the trade balance worsen before it gets better, creating a shape that resembles the letter J. Let's break this down in simple terms. When a country's currency depreciates, its exports become cheaper for foreign buyers. At the same time, imports become more expensive for people at home. You might think this would instantly improve the trade balance, but that's not the case. In the short term, the trade balance often declines. Why does this happen? The prices of imports rise right away, making imported goods costlier. However, the quantity of exports and imports does not change immediately. This is because many trade contracts are set for a specific time, so the amounts stay relatively stable right after depreciation. Additionally, consumers and businesses do not quickly adjust their buying habits. They may not respond right away to the price changes, as demand for imports and exports tends to be less sensitive to price shifts in the short run. As time passes, contracts will expire and get renegotiated. Consumers and businesses will start to change their behaviors. Foreign buyers will notice the cheaper exports and begin to purchase more. Meanwhile, domestic consumers may cut back on expensive imports or switch to local alternatives. This shift means that demand becomes more responsive to price changes over time. Eventually, the trade balance improves beyond where it was before the currency depreciation. This reflects the increased competitiveness of the country's goods and services in international markets and a reduced reliance on costly imports. The goal of depreciation is to boost net exports and support economic growth, and the J-curve effect illustrates how this process unfolds. Understanding the J-curve effect is important for policymakers and analysts. It helps them anticipate the initial decline in trade balances following currency depreciation and the subsequent improvement. This knowledge is essential for managing expectations and creating policies that support the adjustment process. In summary, the J-curve effect shows that, while a currency depreciation may initially worsen a country's trade balance, it can lead to improvements over time as the market adjusts. This concept connects short-term price changes to long-term economic outcomes, highlighting the importance of patience in economic policy.